Hello YouTubers, doing an AC condenser in the 2011 Equinox. There's going to be a lot of people with this same problem because the condenser that they put in the cars must be a piece of crap because they all leak. Leak down the bottom on the passenger side. Okay. Now there's a couple of videos on here that show you how to take off the bumper and everything, and it's not really a big deal. Then you gotta, I'm going to try to get the condenser out of there without taking the bumper off. One guy, actually a couple guys do it, but I don't think you have to. Here's going to be your biggest problem, your biggest headache. Okay, let's see if I can get a close-up of this. Alright, inside of there, there's this clip. Sorry about moving the camera around, I know that makes people crazy, but this clip here, this threaded clip, hits up against plastic. I don't know if you can see it or not. Here's the plastic part of the radiator. If you just, the morons put Loctite on this bolt, okay? You'll get it out maybe 5 or 6 turns, but after that it's going to get really, really tight. So here's what I do. This is a little hose tool. I guess you walk it around the hose to get the hose off of like a radiator hose off the engine or something like that. You got to keep this thing from moving. The only way I know to get it out is with an impact gun. Okay, I would use a 3/8 drive, not a 1/2 inch drive, because a 1/2 inch drive might be too much. But you have to hold this thing steady while you're getting it out with the impact gun. As it's impacting, it'll just keep jumping around, and then you'll never get it out. And if you try to just force it out with a socket or impact gun, you're going to turn this thing and it's going to break this radiator housing. Then you're going to be screwed when you go to mount it back up again. So what I did was turn this all the way up against the side of the condenser, okay, and go back and forth. In other words, ratchet it until it stops, and then crank it back in, ratchet it back in, impact it back in, sorry, and then impact it out till it stops, impact it back in, because you're not, the Loctite they put on it, I don't know what they use, but oh my God, it just gets tighter and tighter the more you try to back it out. So you got to hold this steady and go back and forth with the impact gun, in and out, in and out, in and out. It took me about 15 minutes, but if you, like I said, if you force this thing, you're going to crack it, and then you're not going to have no mounting surface, nothing to mount the radiator to, because only these 2 top bolts, as far as I know, I haven't gotten it out yet, from what I've seen, only these 2 top bolts. Now you're going to have the same situation on the other side. It'll start to come out when you hit it with the impact gun, okay, but you got to stick something in there and hold it from vibrating, I guess you'd say, or ratcheting back and forth, because if you don't, that's going to break your mount. Whoever designed this ought to have their ass kicked, in my opinion. But okay, so getting the bumpers off is not too bad. If you want to get directions, like I said, there's a couple videos on YouTube. There's a 2008 and there's a 2014. This is the 2011. This is actually closer to the 2014 video if you want to watch it. So check that out. I also use eautorepair.net. I think it is .net or .com. I'm not sure. And you can download for $17 for a month. You can download whatever you want to download. I mean, you could take everything off this car. You could disassemble the whole car. It's made by Mitchell, but there's not a lot of advertisement on it. But it's a lot better than All Data, in my opinion, because I've had All Data before, and they've given me wrong directions for the wrong vehicles. So anyway, hope that helps. If you want to get a hold of me, you can leave a comment, and I'll get back to you next time I check my YouTube channel, which really isn't very often, but anyway, hope this helps you. Have a good one.